If I had to say it in short words, I'll probably say because Black Lives Matter.
As conversations about systemic racism and the place of Black and Indigenous communities continues to be at the forefront worldwide, one Montrealer's fight for change is making headlines south of the border. His petition to rename this metro station from Lionel-Groulx to Oscar Peterson in honor of the famed Montreal jazz pianist has over 24,000 signatures.
I thought maybe just an acknowledgement of a local Montreal hero, a legend, an 8-time Grammy Award winner, someone that came from this neighborhood, which is a very diverse and eclectic neighborhood.
The 26-year-old nurse who lives in the area started the online petition back in June, hoping to get 2,000 signatures. Weeks later, almost 25,000 Montrealers agree the metro station should be renamed after a great jazz pianist and composer who was born and raised in Montreal's Little Burgundy and became one of Canada's notable musical artists.
There's no plaque. There's no history of saying that Oscar Peterson was born here. We have a park down the street, the old Campbell Park, which is renamed after Oscar Peterson, as well as a mural for him and his sister on social housing blocks. But I thought it'd be really cool if the city of Montreal would actually put something of substantial note for a person of color, especially a Black Quebecer, born and raised here, who's accomplished so much.
In a statement, the STM media relations spokesperson Amélie Régis says in part, the global orientation of the STM is to keep the actual station's names, which are part of Montreal's toponymic legacy and integrated in our clients' habits. The name of Lionel-Groulx was chosen by the city of Montreal and is a direct reference to the avenue bearing the same name. Thus, changing the station name would also require to rename the avenue. Montrealers we spoke to say they welcome the idea to rename the station.
I absolutely want to be an ally for any community that's endured injustice.
I think we should change it because Oscar Peterson is somebody from this neighborhood that was a popular and big artist, right? And I think if we change the name for it, like it will be, like we're gonna remember him more, right? Because there's not a lot of people that know him.
Hussein hopes to reach 25,000 signatures to kickstart a public consultation.
There's a history here, and we need to start recognizing that and celebrating that.
In Montreal, Melina Giubilaro, City News.